Hi guys, good day. It's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class is we're going to determine the factors of this given polynomial. So without further ado, let's do this topic. So this is already part 2 of our video class, and this will be quite complicated since the value of the leading coefficient is 2, it is greater than 1. And if it's greater than 1 class, we will do some other solutions. In the next part of our video class, for the part 3, we will be answering this one. We have 3x raised to the power of 4 minus 16x cubed plus 21x squared plus 4x minus 12 equals 0. And this is actually requested from one of our subscribers and one of our followers. Alright, let's focus first on this given example class. So in the part 1 class, if the number before x cubed or x raised to the power of 4 is just 1, we can just simply factor that out by just getting the factor of the last number, the constant. But this time class, since the number or the leading coefficient is greater than 1, the thing that we will do class is we need to divide this constant by this leading coefficient. All of the terms class, we need to divide it by 2. Okay, that's the thing that we will do class. If the number before x raised to the power of 4 or x cubed or the leading coefficient is greater than 1, we need to divide that equation by this leading coefficient class. So we need to divide this one by 2. So and then also this 0. So divide this one by 2. So this will be 2 divided by 2. That is, or you can divide all of the terms class by 2. Divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. Now you'll be asking question, why is that, sir? Because the leading coefficient class is greater than 1, and this will be the thing that we will do to find the factors class. That's why I told you a while ago, this will be quite complicated, but once again, we will be explaining this one step by step class. So just bear with me. Okay, so just follow class and then just focus class. So divide the equation by 2. So 2 divided by 2, this will be 1, so you can cancel this out. And this will be x raised to the power of 4. Then negative 3 divided by 2. Since we cannot divide it to this one, we get a decimal answer. So simply copy negative 3 over 2 x cubed. Then negative 4 divided by 2, that's negative 2 x squared. Then positive 3 divided by 2, we cannot divide, copy, plus 3 over 2x. Then 2 divided by 2, that is positive 1, equals 0 divided by 2, that is 0. And this will be now our new equation class. Alright, so this will be now our new equation. Now, since you have your new equation, go ahead class. Remember the first part of our video. If the number before x, the leading term, or the leading coefficient is just 1 here, the number is just 1, we can now factor this out. So check the constant class, this is 1, so you find the factors of 1. What would be the factors of 1 class? So the factors of 1, so once again, since the leading coefficient is just 1, we can now find the factors of this given constant, 1. What are the factors of 1 class? Of course, for positive 1, that would be 1 times 1, and negative 1 times negative 1. So the factors of 1, that would be positive, negative 1. Positive 1 and negative 1. So the factors of this one, that would be positive, negative 1 for the factors of 1. So factors of 1, that would be positive, negative 1. So we will be using positive 1 and negative 1 for x. So let's use positive 1. So x plus 1. So we will be using x plus 1 to find the factors of this given polynomial. So quite complicated class, but just bear with me class, focus. We will be answering this one step by step. So let's try x plus 1. So equate this one into 0, x plus 1 equals 0. Transpose, this is positive 1, it will be negative 1. X equals negative 1. So we will be using x equals negative 1. Let's check if x plus 1 is a factor of this given polynomial. Alright, so this will be x is negative 1. Put a little corner, then you write down the numerical coefficient class. So this is positive 1, then negative 3 over 2. We have x cubed, then for x squared we have negative 2 For x, we have 3 over 2, then positive 1. Alright, and then you put horizontal line, then you bring down 1. Bring down 1, then you multiply negative 1 times 1, that's negative 1. Then you combine, class. Okay, you combine this one. Negative 3 over 2 plus negative 1. So let me add it here. Negative 3 over 2 plus negative 1. So once again, rules in adding fractions, class. Do you still remember? Okay, rules in adding fractions. If they don't have the same denominator, understood that negative 1 here as the denominator of 1. So once again, class, if they don't have the same denominators, you can just simply find the LCD. Okay, find the LCD of 2 and 1, that would be 2, right? So the LCD of 2 and 1, that would be 2. So 2 divided by 2, that is 1, times negative 3, that's negative 3. Plus, once again, class, you cannot add the fractions right away. You need to find the LCD. And the LCD of 2 and 1, that is 2. Then you divide, class. 2 divided by 2, that is 1, times negative 3, that's negative 3. Plus, copy plus sign, 2 divided by 2, that's 2. 2 divided by 1 is 2, times negative 1, that's negative 2. And then you combine negative 3 plus negative 2. If the signs are the same, simply copy the sign. 3 plus 2, then add the numbers. 3 plus 2 is 5, then bring down 2. Negative 5 over 2. So negative 3 over 2 plus negative 1, that's negative 5 over 2. But once again, class, there is another solution for this one. Another solution, class. Example, negative 3 over 2 plus negative 1. So this negative 1, class, since this is negative 1, you can actually copy this denominator, class. What do you mean by that, sir? You can write this one as negative 3 over 2 plus this negative 1. You can write this one as negative 2 over 2, right? Copy the denominator, class. Because negative 2 divided by negative 2, that's negative 1, right? So you can do it this way, class, if you're really good in it. This negative 1, you can write this one negative 2 over 2. Simply copy the denominator. And then you can get the same answer, class. Negative 3 plus negative 2, that's negative 5. Then copy the denominator 2. Same answer, class. Negative 5 over 2. But if you're confused with that one, go ahead, class. Just simply find the LCD. Then you multiply, class. Negative 1 times negative 5 over 2. So negative times negative is positive. 1 times 5 over 2, that's 5 over 2. Any number multiplied by 1, the answer is the number itself. So negative 1 times negative 5 over 2, that's positive 5 over 2. Then you combine negative 2 plus 5 over 2. So negative 2 plus 5 over 2. So once again, understood that there's one here. So they don't have the same denominator. So find the LCD. The LCD is 2. Alright, and then you divide 2 divided by 1 is 2 times negative 2, that's negative 4, plus 2 divided by 2 is 1 times 5 is 5. Alright, and then you combine negative 4 plus 5, that's, if the signs are not the same, you subtract. 5 minus 4 is 1. And we have positive 1. 5 is greater than 4. So positive 1, then over 2. So this will be 1/2. Alright, and then you multiply negative 1 times 1/2. So any number multiplied by 1, the answer is the number itself. The answer is negative 1/2. Negative 1 times 1/2, that's negative 1/2. Alright, and then you combine. So combine this one, 3 over 2 plus negative 1/2. So this will be, so 3 plus negative 1, or 3 minus 1, that's 2. Then copy 2. And 2 divided by 2, that is 1. So this will be 1. And then you multiply negative 1 times 1, that's negative 1. And then you combine 1 plus negative 1, that is 0. So therefore, class, our answer is 0. this x plus 1 is a factor of this given polynomial. So our first answer, class, is x plus 1. Alright, so since this is 0, our first answer is x plus 1. That would be our first answer, class, x plus 1. Quite complicated, class, since we're dealing with fractions. Alright, so first answer, class, is x plus 1 is a factor of this given polynomial. And the answer for this one, class, we have, so our answer for this one, once again, we have x raised to the power of 4 divided by x. This will be x cubed, class. Our answer will be x cubed, then negative 5 over 2 x squared plus 1/2 x plus 1. Alright, so this will be our second factor. So we need to simplify this one again to find the factors. So you pause the video, class. I will be erasing this part. So this will be x cubed minus 5 over 2x squared plus 1 over 2x plus 1. So we will be finding again another factor for this one, class. Alright, quite complicated, right? So let me erase this part. Alright, so x cubed minus 5x squared plus 1x plus 1. Alright, so once again, our last number is 1. So you find factors of 1. Since this is 1, for the leading coefficient is 1. So therefore, we can just look at the constant. And what will be the factors of 1, class? Of course, that's positive and negative 1 for the factors of 1. Alright, let's use positive 1. So let's have x plus 1 again. So x plus 1. X plus 1. So x plus 1 equals 0. To get the value of x, transpose 1 from left to right. This is x equals negative 1. So let's use x plus 1. Let's check if x plus 1 is a factor of this given polynomial now. So this will be our second polynomial. So this will be negative 1. Alright, and then x cubed. So we have 1, negative 5 over 2, then 1/2, then 1. Alright, first thing to do, you bring down 1. Then you multiply negative 1 times 1. So negative 1 times 1, that's negative 1. Then you combine negative 5 over 2 plus negative 1. So negative 5 over 2 plus negative 1. 5 over 2 plus negative 1. So once again, they don't have the same denominator. Understood that there's 1 here. Find the LCD. So the LCD of 2 and 1, that is 2. So 2 divided by 2, that is 1, times negative 5, that's negative 5, plus 2 divided by 2 is 1. 2 divided by 1 is 2, times negative 1, that's negative 2. Then you combine negative 5 plus negative 2, that's negative 7 over 2. So this will be negative 7 over 2. And then you multiply negative 1 times negative 7 over 2, that's positive 7 over 2. Then you combine, class, 1/2 plus 7 over 2 equals, so 2, copy denominator, same denominator, simply copy, then add the numerator. 1 plus 8, that is, 1 plus 7, that is 8. So can we divide? Yep, 8 divided by 2, that is 4. So 1/2 plus 7 over 2, that is 8 over 2, or 4. Then you multiply negative 1 times 4, that's negative 4. And 1 plus negative 4, that's negative 3. So therefore, we cannot use x plus 1, class, since our answer is not 0. We do have a remainder, which is negative 3. Alright, so we cannot use x plus 1. Let's use x minus 1. So let's have x minus 1. X minus 1. So x minus 1 equals 0. So transpose this negative 1. So we have x equals positive 1. So let's use positive 1, class. So positive 1. Then our numerical coefficient of this given polynomial, we have 1. We have negative 5 over 2. We have positive 1/2, then 1. Alright, first thing to do, you bring down 1. Okay, bring down 1. Then you multiply 1 times 1, that is 1. Then you combine. Alright, combine this 1. Negative 5 over 2 plus 1. So negative 5 over 2 plus 1. So once again, understood that there's 1 here. Find the LCD. 2 and 1, that is 2. So 2 divided by 2, that is 1 times 5, that's negative 5. Plus 2 divided by 2, 2 divided by 1 is 2, times 2 is 2. Then you combine negative 5 plus 2, that's negative 3, then over 2. So this will be negative 3 over 2. Then you multiply. So negative 3 over 2 times 1, that would be negative 3 over 2. Then you combine 1/2 plus negative 3 over 2, 1/2 plus negative 3 over 2. So this will be copy denominator, which is 2. Then 1 plus negative 3. If the signs are not the same, you subtract. 3 minus 1 is 2. Then you copy the sign of the larger number, so negative 2. Or 1 minus 3, that's negative 2. Then you divide negative 2 divided by 2, that's negative 1. So this is negative 1. Then you multiply 1 times negative 1, that is negative 1. Then you combine 1 plus negative 1, that is 0. Alright, so therefore class, this x minus 1 is a factor of this given polynomial class. Because our answer is 0 on the last part. Alright, so we have x minus 1, another factor. So x minus 1 is another factor. Alright, and this will be our answer class. So, if this is x cubed, so we have x cubed divided by x, this will be x squared. So our answer will be x squared minus 3 over 2x minus 1. Alright, x squared minus 3 over 2x minus 1. Alright, so let me erase this one, and the next factor will be x squared minus 3 over 2x minus 1. Alright, and this will be our last factor class, x squared minus 3 over 2x minus 1. And you find the factors class. How will you find the factors for this one? Now, it's hard for us class to factor this out by using the factoring. So it will be really complicated class since we have fractions. So the thing that we will do class is we will use the quadratic formula. Do you still remember class the quadratic formula? So once again, we have x minus 1 is a factor of this given polynomial. So x plus 1 is a factor of this given polynomial. Then x minus 1 is a factor of this given polynomial. So lastly is we need to get the factors of this one. So we will use the quadratic formula class because it's hard for us to factor this out using the factoring since we have a fraction in the middle part. So you still remember the quadratic formula? Once again class, if it's hard for you to factor out the equation, always use the quadratic formula class. Use the quadratic formula. The formula, that would be x equals negative b, positive negative square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Alright, and our a in this equation, a is beside x squared, so that would be 1. Our a here is 1. Our b is beside x, that's negative 3 over 2, and our c is the constant negative 1. So substitute class the value. This will be x equals, copy negative sign for the equation, and then your b is negative 3 over 2. Okay, once again, you will be asking questions, sir, why do you have two negatives? This first negative class came from the formula. It says negative b, and the second negative is the value of b, negative 3 over 2. So you have two negatives. Then positive negative, once again, your b is negative 3 over 2, then squared. So the formula, it says squared, minus 4, then your a is 1, and then your c is negative 1. All over 2, your a is 1, 2 times 1. Alright, so this will be x equals, so negative times negative, this one, negative times negative, this will be positive 3 over 2. So x equals positive 3 over 2. Positive negative is square root of, so negative 3 over 2 squared. So this is negative 3 over 2 squared plus, it means negative 3 times negative 3, that's positive 9. Then 2 times 2, that's 4. Okay, once again, class, just simply distribute this one. Negative 3 times negative 3, that's positive 9. 2 times 2 is 4. So that would be 9 over 4. Then negative 4 times 1, that's negative 4. Times negative 1, that's positive 4. All over 2 times 1 is 2. Alright, so this will be, combine this one, 9 over 4 plus 4. So 9 over 4 plus 4. So let me combine this one, class. 9 over 4 plus 4. So once again, understood that there's 1 here. So the LCD of 4 and 1, that is 4. So 4 divided by 4 is 1, times 9 is 9. Plus 4 divided by 1 is 4. Sorry, 4 divided by 4 is 1, times 9 is 9. 4 divided by 1 is 4, times 4 is 16. And 9 plus 16, that would be 25 over 4. So once again, 9 over 4 plus 4, that's 25 over 4. Alright, so pause the video, class. I will be erasing this one. So 9 over 4 plus 4, that's 25 over 4. So this will be x equals 3 over 2. Positive negative is square root of 9 over 4 plus 4, that's 25 over 4 all over 2. Alright, and then simplify this one. So this will be x equals 3 over 2. Positive negative is square root of 25 plus. Square root of 25, that is 5. And the square root of 4, that is 2. All over 2. Since we have positive and negative, we will be separating this one, class. So let's start with positive. So we have x equals 3 over 2 plus 5 over 2 divided by 2. And the other one, we have x equals 3 over 2 minus 5 over 2 all over 2. So this will be x equals 3 plus 5. So once again, adding fractions, class, with the same denominator. Copy denominator 2, then 3 plus 5, that is 8. Then copy 2 divided by 2. Alright, I hope you're still with me, class. So this will be, we don't have enough space, class. Let me answer this one, class. The positive answer first. So 3 plus 5. So this will be 3 plus 5. So x equals 3 plus 5, that is 8. Divide 2 all over 2. So 8 divided by 2, class. What's the answer? 8 divided by 2. That's correct. That is 4. So x equals 4. Then divide 2. 4 divided by 2, that is 2. So x equals 2. So this will be 2, class. Alright, so the first answer is 2. So once again, 3 plus 5, that is 8. Then copy denominator 2. Then do not forget, class, we still have all over 2. All over 2. So 8 divided by 2, that is 4. Divided by 2, that is 2. So our first answer, class, is x equals 2. And the second answer will be x equals 3 over 2 minus 5 over 2 all over 2. This will be x equals 3 minus 5. So 3 minus 5, that's negative 2 all over 2 over 2. So 3 minus 5. So 3 minus 5, that would be negative 2. Then copy denominator of 2 divided by 2. So negative 2 divided by 2, that's negative 1. So we don't have enough space, class. Let me erase this part. So negative 2 divided by 2. So divide this one, class, the numerator. So negative 2. Once again, class, if you're confused, you can simplify this one, class, the upper part. So, okay, let's simplify this one, class, the upper part. 3 over 2 minus 5 over 2. So this will be 3 minus 5, that's negative 2. all over, copy denominator 2, so negative 2 divided by 2, that's negative 1. Then we still have 2 class. Okay, we still have all over 2. So once again, on the upper part, this is the answer, negative 1, then divide 2. So this will be negative 1 divided by 2. So our second answer class will be, once again, on the upper part, this is negative 1 divided by 2. So this will be x equals negative 1 over 2. Negative 1/2. Alright, so this is negative 1/2 for the answer of this second root. So once again, since we are told to find the factors, so for x equals 2, to get the factors, once again, this is x equals 2. So to get the factors, just simply transpose this 2 from right to left. This is positive, it will be negative 2. So this will be x minus 2. So this is our third factor. So this will be x minus 2. So quite complicated, right? And for this 1/2 class, to get the factor, so once again, this is x minus 2, x minus 1, and x plus 1. And for this one class, to get the roots, or to get the factor, just cross multiply. So you can cross multiply class 2 times x. So this is 2x. Then 1 times negative 1, this is negative 1. Then transpose this negative 1 from right to left. This is negative, it will be positive. So this will be 2x plus 1 for the second factor. Alright, so that's it, class. The second factor, the last factor, that is 2x plus 1. All set, class, for this given equation. Quite complicated, class, since the number on the leading coefficient is greater than 1. So that will be the factors, class, for number 3. So quite complicated, class, for number 3. So I hope you learned something new today. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.